right, good day, everybody. Thanks for coming through today, the first day of spring 2017. What a pleasure. You can even feel it's warm. It's fantastic, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live today with us. Guys, we're going to spend our first day of spring discussing DuePoint over here. That's why you're here today. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're both a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. You can find us on the JSE under Conduit Capital, and of course you can find us on the Financial Services Board's website under that FSP number there. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. Take some time, get to know us, understand this is not a startup, this is not a new business. Constantia Insurance Company has been around since 1952, so we are a very well-established player in the financial services sector's market. Take some time as well, go and look next to our front door at our certificates, our licenses, and our associations. We want you to have a sense of comfort with who you're dealing with here today. Also want you to be comfortable with the team. Probably the most important fact about our team is that we're right here. This is a homegrown South African company. You will find us Monday to Friday in this business. Whatever you need, you will find us right here. We have all the requisite skills as well. That's me over there, Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here. I've been in the industry for about 20 years. I'm a chartered accountant. This is Tim over here. He's also a chartered accountant. He's been in the banking industry, comes out of that 15 years at the First Rand Group. That's FNB, RMB. We got Stacy, another chartered accountant. You can see we're talking and we understand what's going on. These two are just pretending because they see. Anyway, she's also a chartered accountant. She comes out of Deloitte, worked with him both internationally and locally. And then we got Jane. Jane is our first non-chartered accountant. She's also our only non-South African. She grew up in, in England, but has spent the last decade here in South Africa, and she brings our direct selling skills to the team. And then we got Rob. He's our design guy, ran his own digital design firm for nearly 20 years, specializing in financial services. So, as I said, we've got all the requisite skills, but the most important fact is we're actually here. This is a company that is for South Africans. Now, what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we have two objectives. Our primary objective, and you'll see it's one of our passions here, is that we want to put into the hands of South Africans a tool that allows them to control and create a reliable, recurring, and stable income. Right now, we're living in and working in an economy that you know is not stable and certainly not reliable. It is, at the moment, in fact, shrinking. Anyone who's reading the newspaper will know that we are getting smaller every year as an economy, which means that more and more businesses are shutting down every year, and it means that more and more people are becoming unemployed on a constant basis. You heard, if you read the newspaper, that in the first 6 months of this year, nearly 500,000 people became unemployed in South Africa. 500,000 in 6 months. Does that mean that there's going to be 1 million unemployed people just added to the pile this year? It's absolutely frightening. Now, even if you have a job, folks, even if you've got one, you're not in control of your income. Someone else has told you how much you're going to earn. Someone else will tell you what increase you're going to get, and someone else will tell you whether you get a bonus or not. And one day, that same person probably is going to tell you you're retrenched or fired. You have no control over your income in employment. And you know, of course, that your employment does not pay you enough to live a reasonable standard of living. This is why we always have a gap between our income and our expenditure. And that's not because we are just flagrant spenders. It's because the cost of living is rising faster than the increase in our salaries. You'll know, what are you getting? 3, 6, maybe 10% increase every year if you're very, very lucky. Generally, it's like 3 to 6%. And what is inflation? Well, they want to tell us it's 6%, but more recently they got a little bit more honest with us, and it was announced that it's like 17%. So if prices are rising by nearly 20% per annum, and your salary is increasing by 5% every year, there is going to be a gap between what you earn and what you spend. Now, our hope is that with this tool that we have created, you can create an income that can start filling that gap instead of what we have been using for decades and decades now, called debt. We are professional debtors in South Africa. We've had no choice. We've had to become professional debtors. We've had no other option to fill that space between what we earn and what we spend. And what we've done is we've invented ways to have debt on everything: food, clothing, telephone accounts, cars, houses. Everything in our life is controlled and includes some form of debt. And as you know, debt just poisons your life. It just poisons your personal economy. It never goes away. It's like a disease that won't be cured. Every time you've just paid off your car, you get excited and buy another one, and you're back in the same spot again. Every time you've just paid off your clothes account, they bring out the new spring range. and you're back into debt again. And you know what happens? Ultimately, we hand that debt over to our children. That's what we do. That's our legacy. That's the present we give them when we pass away, is that we give them our debt. And we want to change that. We want to start changing that with this tool. We also want to put you in a position where life is not a series of crises. Every single month there is something that happens to all of us. You know what it is? I mean, the last 3 minutes, my wife even called me and said, no, the bulbs are going out in the ceiling. There's always something going on in your life. If you own a house, you know that that house is your mistress. It sucks up your cash whether you like it or not. You know? That's what, and so we want to put you in a position where when that sort of stuff happens, it's not a crisis. It's something you've got the cash flow to handle. We also want to play the long game with you. Somewhere along the line in your lifetime, you are going to get to a point where you can't work anymore. You might be in an accident and physically cannot work anymore, or you might be put into retirement because you're too old to work anymore. That's going to happen to every single one of us. Who pays for our expenditure then? Who pays for it? We do not have any choice at the moment other than to lean on our children. We go back to them and we give them more children, us. And they have to pay for our food and house us and put clothes on us. Maybe we babysit for them. You know, that's what ends up happening. You know, we want to change that. We want to put a tool in your hands that has created income over your lifetime, that when you get to retirement, every month on a recurring, stable basis, your income comes in, whether you can work or not. And so your retirement is paid for through this tool. That's our primary objective here at DuePoint. Our secondary objective is that we're building a 21st century company. We are connecting our customers directly to the heart of our business on a 24-hour basis. We don't want you to have to wait until we open our doors before you can communicate with us. We don't want you to have to come to Joburg, our only head office, you know, to come and commit. We want you anywhere in the country, 24 hours a day, to be connected to us. Now, with those two objectives put in place, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is very simple. What it does is it allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. It's just a title that we give you. As wealth engineers, you have a single task, one task. It does not include selling, advertising, brokering, marketing. It doesn't include any of these things, okay? It has one purpose, one task for us, and that is to connect South Africans to us. That's all you've got to do is connect them to us. When you connect people to us, you create for us market penetration. You create channels into which we can distribute our products. That's what we do as DuePoint. You connect us to individuals. As we distribute and facilitate the purchase of our products through these channels you've created for us, we create revenue. And when we create revenue, we're able to create for you that recurring extra income that I've been talking about. Now, how is it that we're able to create it on a recurring basis? Well, fundamentally, here we use financial services and lifestyle products. Those run on automated debit order systems, which means that every single month, no matter what you're doing, whether you're lying in hospital or lying on a beach, the computer raises the debit orders. And where they're successfully paid, your income comes in every single month. This is not like anything else where you've had to buy things and then try and sell it to your friends every month. That only creates recurring expenditure, not recurring income. But with us, it is a system that is automated and builds that stability in your extra income. Now, no one here at DuePoint is ever going to ask you to quit your job. That would be absolutely ridiculous. This is a tool we plug onto your life. It's an add-on to your life that you use in addition to create extra income in your life. That's what we're doing. You will continue to earn off of your jobs. In fact, we want you to be great. We have to turn this economy around. Be magnificent at your jobs. But add this to it to start creating some stability and future for your income here at DuePoint. Now, folks, what's very important to that we've added to our system, that second layer, is that because this is an add-on, we know you don't have a lot of time. We know that. Every one of us is working flat out every single day. But you've got a little bit of time. Now, if you could leverage that little bit of time of everybody else, you'd suddenly have a whole lot of time to build your income with. And that is what we've put in our system. Your ability to duplicate yourself in others in the creation of channels here not only allows you to expand your time, but to be able to create channels that generate income, not on a 9 until 5 basis, but on a 24-hour-a-day basis. That's what we've built in. This is not employment. This is not employment. We are not hiring you. We're not recruiting you. You do not have an employment contract with us, and I don't want you to run out to Facebook after this, or to WhatsApp, or to Gumtree, and say, hey, DuePoint's hiring. I'm the new employee at DuePoint. I've seen all of these things. No. You're not. We've got all the staff we need, thank you. You are independent of us. We simply give you a tool, and you will choose how much you use it. The thing with this tool is it's an input-output tool. You put good in, good comes out. You put a lot in, a lot comes out. If you put a little in, only a little will come out. This is a tool. You will decide how much and when you choose to use it. Folks, there is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. We're quite adamant about that. We have worked very hard here at DuePoint to ensure that there is no financial loss, or as little financial loss as absolutely possible in the DuePoint system. There is no cost for becoming a wealth engineer, no startup cost, no package you have to buy, no starter manual you have to buy. There is no monthly fee, business fee, marketing fee. There are no application form fees at DuePoint. To be a wealth engineer costs you nothing. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer and get all the benefits. You never pay an extra cent to be a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. Folks, it also does not require any specific qualification or experience in the financial services sector. You are not brokers of ours. You are not representatives of ours. You do not ever give advice or recommendation or comparison. You do not talk about our products. You're given that one task: simply connect individuals to us. But through this process, you actually begin to create a real asset. A real asset. You know, in the past, people bandy this term around. Here, we believe in it. Because you're able to create stable, recurring income, you can actually price your channels. And because you can price them, you can sell them to other people. You can transfer them to others. And in the end of the day, when you pass away, your channel will become your legacy and will be passed on to your children, and they will earn income instead of taking over your debt from the work that you've done in your lifetime. Folks, we have designed the system to be as convenient to you as absolutely possible. There is no selling in this process at all. You form no part of the sales transaction at DuePoint. Isn't that a wonderful freedom? For those of you who are embarrassed about selling things to your friends, you are completely set free from this moment forward. You never, ever have to sell. And in addition, folks, you never have to present. That has always been the biggest terror of most individuals. I don't want to have to find a venue, get on stage, da-da-da. No, you are completely free from that as well. In our system, as I'm going to demonstrate to you, there's only two people that sell. It's me and Rob. Those are the only two people that you're ever going to see presenting the opportunity. What are you going to do? You've got to connect people to us. So how do you do that? There's 4 ways. There's only 4 ways. As I mentioned earlier, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Gumtree are not one of the 4 ways, okay? There are only 4 ways that you connect people to DuePoint. The first way is by getting one of our USB sticks. You just buy it at the information counter afterwards. You order it at info@duepoint.net. It costs 150 Rand, and it's got our presentations on it. You plug it into your smart TV or into a computer, and there we are, giving the presentation. The second way is you can bring people here to our Bryanston head office if you're in the area. If you can put them here Monday through Saturday. We present out of this building. Thirdly, and most importantly, your number one way of connecting people, your number one resource at DuePoint, our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, folks. It's called DuePoint channel. It has every single presentation we've ever done on it, on that channel. You can go pick your favorite one at 3 o'clock in the morning if you work night shift. You can gather your friends around as you sit through the wee hours of the morning, and you can click a button, pick your favorite one, and there I'll be, fresh as a daisy, ready to present the DuePoint opportunity for you. Anywhere in the country, any hour of the day, you're free. Now, if you've never used YouTube, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Okay? YouTube is now your closest friend. Everything you need for DuePoint is in there. Now, just speaking to my Gautengelings here, because all the other 8 provinces already got this right, but just to you, I'm addressing a very interesting problem. People tell me at Gauteng that no one will believe that this business is legitimate until they've seen the bricks and the paint. All right, now that's quite interesting, you see, because we need to change that now. Now, the reason I say that, I'm going to be testing people with this month. I've been asking them, and I'm going to ask all of you here today. Have any of you ever been to Google's head office? No. I've had one person in the last 30 presentations who said yes. Okay, so generally the answer is no. Do you not believe that Google is legitimate? If you went to a friend and you said, you need to try Google, would they say to you, not until I've seen the head office? No, okay, so that seems fine, all right. Now, what about Facebook? Any of you been to Facebook's head office? No, but you would be happy to recommend it to a friend, wouldn't you? And your friend wouldn't say, take me to the head office first. So for my Gautengelings who believe they have to come here, folks, you do not. You guys are, in fact, just our live studio audience. All you're doing is watching me record today's presentation that is on YouTube that the rest of the country will use quite successfully without bringing anyone here. Folks, this is the 21st century. You don't have to see the paint on the walls to believe that we're legitimate. Everything about us is online. Everything. You can find and test us through and through with what you will find online. DuePoint exists online. So don't be afraid if you're here today to go, geez, I'm never going to be able to get my guys out here. You don't ever have to get them out here. YouTube is your #1 way of connecting people to us. And then the fourth way is that we live stream every single presentation we do. Monday through Saturday, evenings, lunchtimes, mornings. If you can't get here and you're at work or at church or in a coffee shop or at home, wherever you are, as long as you've got a screen and an internet connection, the moment we go live, you can actually watch us live with all your friends and acquaintances. Those are the 4 ways you connect people to you. As you do that, some of the people you connect with us, not all of them, some of them are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do here and will want to become wealth engineers. And when they do, we allocate them to you and your channel is born. These folk go out, and they do exactly the same thing. They connect individuals to us, and again, some of the people they talk to become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you. This happens over and over again until you've got people around the country talking and connecting people to DuePoint and growing your channel even as you sleep. This is already happening. So I'm not hoping. This is not a hope. This is actually what's happening out there already. It's about getting you connected into the system now. We then come along as DuePoint, not you, we. And we facilitate the purchase of our products in this channel that you have now created for us, and your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, folks, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. People come to me and say, Brendan, I'm not doing this unless you tell me confidence is not a get-rich-quick scheme. When they say that to me, I know what they're actually hoping is that this is a get-rich-quick scheme. Folks, bad news, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is genuine. We are a listed and licensed insurance company. We have 8 regulators that look after us. We have quarterly reviews that are done by regulators in this business. We didn't sneak a scheme or a scam or a shape past them. This is genuine. It's genuine like your career. It's genuine like if you wanted to start your own business. Would you expect any one of those to make you rich overnight? When you started your first job, did you say next year, R1 million a year? You didn't, did you? You realized it would take time. And that is the price you pay here at DuePoint. It is time. So people say, what's the catch if I'm not paying money? Well, if you're not paying money, you're going to be paying with time. And you've got to put time, effort, thought, and persistency into building your channel here with DuePoint if you want to change your life with it. Pretty easy to earn a little bit of money. A little bit of money you can do 5 minutes with us. But to change your life, you're going to have to commit time to it. So let's look at how that happens. The first way you earn with the DuePoint system is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every time someone in your channel makes a product payment multiplied by a factor of where in the channel that product payment was made. So for instance, you go out, you chat to a few of your friends, a couple of them become wealth engineers and pay for their product successfully via debit order, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, that's R55. Not R1, not R5, not R12, that's 1990s numbers. This is the 21st century. You've got to be able to actually buy something with the money. It's R55. It is material, it is significant, you notice it immediately. Then these few folks go out, they chat to a few more people, some of them become wealth engineers, they make their product payments again via debit order successfully, and you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. It's R55 again. Now, you've only been here 5 minutes in this particular example. There's a handful of people on the screen. You add up those dots, and you're earning just under R1,000 a month in 5 minutes with us. It's easy to make a little bit of money quickly, but it's going to take a lot more effort for you to start building a channel that changes your life. As you go from the second point onwards, you start earning on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. However, there's no limit to the size of channel you can make or the amount of earnings you can create with DuePoint. We do not want to limit your potential. From the 8th point onwards, you will always earn 4% of R27.50 where you qualify to earn. Now, if you want to know how to qualify to earn, go to our YouTube channel. You know the place you might never have been to before. Go there. Okay. Find the 6-minute video on how to qualify. That's how complicated our system is. It takes me 6 minutes to explain the whole thing to you. Okay. Go and watch how to qualify. But from the 8th point on, no matter how many points you put in your channel, 20, 25, 30, 35, as long as you qualify, you will always earn 4% of 27 Rand 50. This again is how we'll create legacy. You will pass this channel over to your children one day, and they will grow it from where you left off and be able to continue to grow their income with DuePoint. Now, what does that translate to practically at DuePoint? When people say to me, how much do I need for this? How long for this? I can't answer that question because every single one of you is going to grow differently and at a different rate. Some of you, probably the majority of you, are going to do nothing with this today. You're going to be all excited. You're going to be high-fiving me at the end. I'm never going to see you again. Okay? Sadly, that's the reality of life in every situation. But some of you will grow at a medium pace, and some of you will shoot the lights out and go for the stars with this system. Okay, so it's impossible for me to answer you exactly. So what we did is we went away, we got a whole lot of data for over about 20 years, we did a lot of mathematics on it, and we came up with what we think is a reasonable and conservative growth rate for a wealth engineer doing a reasonable amount of effort. We call it the 3+2 growth formula, and it says that in your first month with us, you've got to put 3 people on your first point, just 3. I'm not asking for 30, I'm not asking, 3 people in a month. Then every month thereafter, you've got to add just 2. 1 every 2 weeks. Is that an unreasonable ask? 2 people in an entire month? No, it's not. It's a little bit of effort. But the trick here is in the persistency. You've got to do it every single month. That includes your birthday month. You have to add 2. That includes Christmas. That month, 2, you've got to put 2 in. You've got to be persistent. Where you're persistent and you work with your guys to do the same thing, and we apply our maths of lapses and cancellations and people not doing 3+2, we believe that over 6 months, you can reasonably expect to earn about 2,500 Rand a month. Okay? 6 months worth of effort, and you get up to 2,500 Rand a month. Now, for some people, they think it's too little. Other people, it's already started changing their lives. It is, however, 30,000 Rand a year that you have now added to your household income with 6 months worth of effort. If you can continue to 12 months, we believe that reasonably you can expect to be earning about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year. That's a year's time from now. That's spring. You can imagine the 1st of September next year. You could potentially, if you've been persistent and put a little bit of effort in, 2 people a month and working with your guys to do the same, 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. So you've got a picture now for yourself, and I make people do this every presentation. You're earning whatever you're earning right now. That has not gone away, okay? That carries on. Hopefully you're not in the queue for the next retrenchments, okay? What does it feel like if you take that and you add 10,000 Rand a month to it? What does that do for your personal economy? What is your personal financial position? What does it feel? How much fresh air is an extra 10,000 Rand a month? Has it taken you 5 minutes to get there? No. No. This is not Facebook, 100,000 after 3 months. This is real stuff, sustainable recurring income. 10,000 Rand a month from a year from now. How has life changed for you? Folks, if you can do 2 years with us, 2 years of consistent effort, we reckon you'll be earning around 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. If you can do 3 years with us, we reckon that'll have grown to about 45,000 to 50,000 Rand a month. That's 600,000 a year. And if you can do 4 years with us, we reckon it'll be around 60,000 to 65,000. 720,000 Rand a year after 4 years. That is already beyond the aspirations of most people. It really is. If you can do half a decade with us, not 5 months, not 5 minutes, not 5 weeks, which is where we lose most people in that sort of period. No, this feels like a lot like hard work. Yeah, if you want to make money, it's hard work. You know you're doing it right now, are you not? But if you can pull 5 years of effort with DuePoint, we believe you can reasonably expect to be earning around 80,000 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's $1 million a year. You've done it in half a decade, and you're now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. Now, I get 2 responses to this calculation. Every day I get it. My goodness, it doesn't matter who I talk to. One set of people says, this is too slow. I'm not waiting 5 years to earn 100,000 Rand. Well, then I just refer you back to Facebook. I mean, what else can I do? This is genuine income. It's going to take time to build. Of course, I ask the question, how long have you been employed for? You've been happy to throw away decades, haven't you? Huh? The job you've got, it hasn't reached your aspirations. Otherwise, you'd be on a boat in the Mediterranean. You wouldn't be here today. It's spring, for goodness sake. You want to be in the Med. No, but you're here because after all the years of working, it hasn't met any of your aspirations. In fact, I read a couple of interesting articles. Jobs in this current format arguably creates poverty. Does it not? Your job is making you poor. It is, really. I mean, it doesn't pay you enough to make you rich. It makes you poor. But you're happy to put hours. How many hours a week are you happy to put into it? 40 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours, 100 hours? How many hours are you happy to put into your job? It's not paying you, but you do it. I talk to people all the time, and I say, I can help you with your financial situation. Come and do DuePoint. They go, no, Brenda, what? No, I don't want to do that. What I need is a job. And I say to them, but isn't it the job that's put you in this position? It's the job that's put you in this position. There's no miracle solution through regular employment. But as I said to you, none of us are going to ask you to quit your job. That would be ridiculous. You stay with that. But what we say is add this on, and 5 years from now, with just reasonable amount of effort, you could have changed everything about your future. Now, the alternative argument I get, the other one, is to say that nobody's ever going to earn this. It's just marketing. It's rubbish. Nobody gets it. Well, good news. Good news, people are already earning this. In fact, people are earning more. So I am very happy about that. It certainly gave me a sense of relief, too, that our mathematics was right. But it's a valid question, and we like to look at people on the ground at DuePoint. Every month, it's a handful of different people. If you stick around, you'll see them all. But this month, here's our handful we've selected. Here's Mlu. I can't say his name. It's too long. We don't have enough time. But anyway, he's got a great testimony. He's from Gauteng. He's a super guy. Go and watch his testimony on our YouTube channel. He was very skeptical when he joined DuePoint. My dad warned me about stuff like this, you know. And in the first month, he said, all right, well, I just tested. I brought 3 friends, got them signed up. They made their product payments. And oddly enough, the 65-year-old insurance company stood up to its promises and paid him. Strange that, hey? And so he was quite shocked. He said, oh, well, okay, they paid me. And in month 2, he added 1 or 2 more people in just to check. Maybe it was just a fluke the first month. And in the second month, we paid him again. All right. Then he was a believer. All right. And off he went. And over the course of the next 7 months, he built himself a channel that's now worth 10,000 Rand a month. So I said it would take 6 months to get to 2,500 and a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000. In 7 months, he's got to 10. Okay. It's completely up to you. I was going reasonable conservative in our mathematics, but you can shoot the lights out if you want. It's your tool. I'm not going to talk to you about it. You do what you want to do with it. Then we've got Zingizwe here from Kwamashu, KZN. All right? She doesn't have the luxury of the bricks and the paint. She's building with people down in KZN. And she said she was unemployed for 4 years. She said, right, time to get back on my feet and get going. And she joined us 4 months ago. 4 months. 12,000 Rand a month. What does 12,000 Rand a month do for you? How does it change your world? She's changed her world by that in 4 months from being unemployed for 4 years. That's up to you. But maybe 5 grand a month is the best you can ever do at DuePoint. Maybe you've got no social skills, you don't know anyone, you know, maybe you're just terrible at it. And the best you ever do at DuePoint is 5,000 Rand a month. 60,000 Rand extra hobby income every month. 5,000 Rand a month. How does that change your world with 5 grand? People think they need 100,000 Rand a month. No, that's what we would like. That's not what we need. What would the economy in South Africa look like if everybody had an extra 5,000 Rand a month? Everything would be different. Folks, it's completely up to you. We got Siyabonga, joined us 6-7 months ago. Built a channel worth 12 grand in half a year. In half a year. Where's he? KZN. Not up here. He doesn't come here every day. He watches us through that camera there every day. And he's built a channel worth 12,000 Rand a month. He's done it in 6 months. We've got Donnie, just to show that white people can do this too. You see? Okay. He's been with us for 16 months. 16 months was when we pulled this data on him. 24,000 Rand a month. 300,000 Rand a year that he's created. When I talk to Donnie, he says, Brendan, if I can just increase my earnings by a couple hundred Rand a month, what does it look like after 10 years? What does it look like after 20 years? Just chipping away. Remember, I said it would take about 2 years to get to 27 to 30,000 Rand. He's got about 8 months left in him before he's got 2 years under his belt. 24,000. I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to be on 30,000. And I think that again, makes us comfortable about the maths. Now, folks, there are 10 scores of testimonies on our YouTube channel of people earning 700 Rand a month, 3,000 Rand a month, 8,000 Rand a month, 83,000 Rand a month. They're all there on YouTube. Go and watch them. See how people are using our tool and changing their lives here at DuePoint. Then, folks, there's the second way you earn with us at DuePoint. In addition to the returns program I've just been describing to you, is through our XP Rewards training program. Our training program takes you through a series of steps, and as you complete those training steps, we take you from beginner to expert, and we allocate to you what's called XP points, experience points. They're not worth anything. No rands and cents. So if anybody tells you that it's worth rands, not. Okay? But what it does is it gives us a measure of how experienced and mature you're becoming in the DuePoint system. As you get more mature, obviously, your channel starts to grow. And when you meet the 2 criteria in our training program, we rank you up in the training program. And when we do, we reward you. We reward you in the beginning with a little bit of cash in addition to those returns. And as you get a little bit more mature and a little bit bigger, we start to give you tools that will help accelerate the growth of your channel. At rank 5 in our training program, we give you an imported lightning memory stick from the USA, plugs into all electronic devices, packed with our presentations, downloads, tools, testimonies, everything you need to connect people to DuePoint at any time, anywhere in the country, whether you've got an internet connection or not. Very powerful tool. We then give you your own set of business cards, but not a cheap set, an imported set worth 12,500 Rand. It's gold gilded, it's gold printed, and it's custom made for you. It takes us 6 weeks to get it put together for you. When you give somebody a business card that looks and feels like that, they're going to want to know what DuePoint is and what you do for them. It's a very powerful set. Some of the guys that are in these pictures are here today, ask them to see their cards, see what it looks like. They're not going to let you touch it, but you'll be able to see it at least. If you want, you can go and see them in our glass cabinet as well. Folks, at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size every year, we take you away every year with your family on a 1-week holiday, not holiday, 1-week trip with us, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. Okay? If you maintain your channel every year we take you away. Now, there are no winners here at DuePoint. This is not a competition. This is all earned. Everyone has the same criteria. And if you build your channels and maintain your channels at rank 9, we take you away. All of you, all rank 9s, come away with us. Now, we're going away in December with our rank 9 guys this year. This is about 100 days' time. It's very unlikely any of you are going to make it. Okay? Because you're rank 0 right now, are you not? You're not even on the ladder. Now, some people might say, no, I'm going to be there. Great, go for it. You can make it, and if you do, you come. But realistically and wonderfully in the DuePoint system, you don't start at 0 at the beginning of every year. You don't go back to rank 0 in January. No, what you have built this year, what you build in the next 100 days, is what you will start with next year. And it'll be that much easier to get to rank 9 next year. And if you miss it next year, when you start the year after, you will have had a year and 100 days of building a channel to get to rank 9. We go every year. You will ultimately, if you work consistently and persistently, become rank 9 in our training program and be able to come away with us. Folks, this is actual footage of where we're going this year.
Where no one can see you start
So, will you be there? Will you be there? Will you be there? That's a decision up to you. As I said, 100 days is a short amount of time, but maybe you'll be here next year. We've got 2 business class flights booked already of people coming. Last month alone, like I said, last month, I have to say 2 months ago, it was in July, we had 2 more families that qualified rank 9 and are coming with us. It's completely in your hands. At rank 11, we give you another useful tool. It's your very own car. It is not branded. It is not rented from us. It's not financed through us. It's yours. And it's not given to you and taken away. Our hope is that you will use it to build your freedom here at DuePoint. And then, folks, as part of our training program, every month we run what are called wealth quests. You can get excited about these because they run from the first to the last day of every single month, very strictly in the days of each month. And every month they're different. They have different criteria, and those criteria are designed to help you build sustainable channels where you complete the criteria. Anybody who completes the criteria and everybody who does are awarded and rewarded with tools that will help them grow their channels. So for some months it's iPads, other months it's iPhones, smart TVs, cash, data, Wi-Fi routers, all the things you're going to need to build your channel with. Today, being the 1st of September, we've got a brand new wealth quest. It's called Expand Your Empire. We want guys building across the country. And as a result, folks, we're saying this month, if you can find 2 people in 2 other provinces and get them qualified in the month, how do you get them qualified? Go watch the 6-minute video. Okay, get them qualified and all paid by the end of the month, you will get your very own Apple iPhone. Not a Hong Kong version from Main Road, William Nicol corner. Okay, a real Apple iPhone that you'll peel out of the plastic yourself. How expensive are iPhones these days? You know. How valuable is this quest? Is it worth getting out into the other provinces and getting people growing your channels there? Absolutely, for this month. On the 1st of October, it'll be a completely new wealth quest. So people say to me, the math doesn't work. How do you get this thing to fund itself? Well, it's very simple. Folks, in the traditional financial services space, we spend hundreds of millions on direct marketing to you. We run adverts on TVs and radios and billboards and SMS campaigns and bathroom campaigns and taxi campaigns. Everywhere we can put adverts, we put adverts. Costs the industry over $1 billion every year. What we do is we reverse engineer the cost of that into the price of your monthly products. Your funeral cover, your banking fees, your car cover, your home cover, whatever it is, 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing cost. That's all it is. Now, we've done exactly the same thing here at DuePoint. The only difference is we do not advertise anywhere. You are never, ever going to see an advert for DuePoint because we use you. You go out and connect individuals to us. And as a result, all that money I would have spent on SABC, DSTV, Cheetah, billboards, all of that money is now available to you and your channel. Now, folks, there's 3 products that we as DuePoint facilitate the purchase of in your channels. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 299 Rand a month, and for 299 Rand a month, you get your very own tax-free investment. Your very own. It's a no-notice, no-restriction period investment account, and we take 100 Rand of that 299 and we put it in the investment account for you. It is immediately available to you. No maturing periods, the money is immediately available to you. And as a result, the actual cost of this product is only 199 Rand a month. And for 199, you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. And as I said, you're automatically a wealth engineer. Folks, our second product is our Wealth Guard. It's 274 Rand a month, and for that you get 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1.1 million. There is no waiting period or deferred benefit period from your first premium you're undercover. There's no maximum age limit. There's no medical examinations or declarations. Everybody can have it from age 18 upwards until their last breath. Then, folks, our third product, our non-financial, non-insurance product, is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. What it does, for 274 Rand a month, you become a member of the club and you get access to our corporately negotiated prices, account managers, vouchers, and packages. For that 274, you get a list of suppliers that you can now go and get discounts that we've negotiated. Discounts that would be very difficult for you as an individual to obtain. Absolutely fantastic product. We love it to death. Now, as a wealth engineer, folks, you get the support of the entire executive and management team here. We are available to you at no cost Monday through Saturday. You can book us. We'll work with your teams. We will strategize, goal set, train. We'll do everything you need. You just book us at no cost to you. You get all of our software and hardware maintained and advanced for you at no cost. You get this entire facility that you can use at no cost Monday to Saturday. Presentation rooms, boardrooms, breakaway rooms, free Wi-Fi, tea and coffee for you to connect people to DuePoint with. And of course, you get a nationwide footprint. You can build your channel anywhere in the country because of our live streaming technology and our online presence. Folks, we don't think that there's much of a decision about becoming a wealth engineer. We believe that the decision lies with you about whether you're able, capable, and willing to start thinking about a different way of earning income. Can you and are you willing to step out of the box that you've been trained into and start changing your future forever? If you want to become a wealth engineer with us, folks, well, it's pretty simple. Take out your smartphone, your tablet, or use our iPads, connect into the free Wi-Fi, go to our website, DuePoint.net, and click the apply button. Fill out the form, and you're a wealth engineer. Right now, today, not a cent having passed out of your pockets today. As a wealth engineer, you will receive a W number. That is the birth of your channel. And it can be completely worthless, or it can be magnificent. That is going to be your decision. We've got all the tools for you. You can go to our information counter and get them there. We've got those USB sticks with our presentations on, the business cards, a nice affordable set that's beautiful that you can use. We've got power banks for your phones that keep dying in the middle of application forms. We've got all the tools for you. Otherwise, if you can't get them here, order them at info@DuePoint.net. Folks, we are going down to Durban on the 16th of September, so about 2 weeks from now, we're going to be in Durban. We're building, remember that Wealth Quest? We want people building channels across the country. Well, we're going to be down in Durban. We've got a full day session, 2 sessions down there, starting at 10 a.m. in the morning at the Southern Sun Ilangeni, right on the beach road there. If you've got people in Durban and you want to build a channel, make sure you book your tickets. You won't get in without a ticket. It's free. The tickets are free. No financial loss here at DuePoint. But go to our website, events, or go to the app, events, and book your ticket so that you can get in the door with 500-seater venue. It's going to be a big day, and we want to see you all there. If you become a wealth engineer, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you subscribe, it's free to subscribe, and you'll know the moment we go live every day, and you'll know the moment we upload videos. It is critical that you subscribe to our channel. And then, folks, download our free app. Put it on your phone and your tablet. Use the Wi-Fi here. Put it on. That puts you in direct contact with your channel in real time, 365 days a year. You can see what's going on. It's filled with your tools, your training, and all your personal details and documents. It's a brilliant, brilliant tool for you to be using. Please download it. Guys, I think you can see that we are pretty serious about what we're doing here. You look at the capital outlay, you look at the people involved in what we have created. This is not a kind of, let's just test and experiment with this thing. This is a very serious project that we have undergone. We want to be part of the solution here in South Africa. We want to. Nobody's coming to our rescue, guys. We want to be part of that solution. We want you to join us. If you've got any questions or concerns, come and ask us. We've had to answer the questions before we even started DuePoint. Come and ask us the questions. Talk to the people that brought you here. Make sure you walk out of here with all the information, and most importantly, with this tool to start changing your life with. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all outside, and thanks to all of you guys who have been watching us live today.